back. I was just chatting with Pamela Sutton, my guest this morning, and good morning, Pamela. It's so nice to see you.
Good morning, and it's nice to see you.
Pamela is our resident life director, and resident life is really involved with our residents, as the name implies. So, Pam, I'm going to ask you, just what are the responsibilities of resident life?
Really, the whole purpose, Bob, of Resident Life is to enhance the resident experience here on campus. So we have 8 different lines of business that fall under Resident Life.
8?
8, from a standpoint of looking at things from a healthy standpoint. So we have the fitness center, which is a wonderful department that you can have an opportunity to get your exercise in, and they've got the wonderful pool there. There's even individual classes that you can take, or group classes, as well as individual counseling, I guess, if you will, from one of the fitness center staff. So you actually, if there's a certain workout program that you want to complete, that they also provide those services as well. There's also our social work department, and our social work department is split. So we do have 4 of our social workers that are working over in our continuing care, and then there's 4 social workers that are with us in independent living. And they are here to help the residents from everything from their paperwork, whether they want to set up wills, to if they're noticing changes within themselves.
I didn't know that.
They will help with everything that you need help with as it relates to getting started.
Can I pursue that for 1 minute?
Certainly.
And, helping with wills. You don't make out the will.
No, but we do provide the information that you will need to help you get on the right track, making sure that all of your information, emergency contacts, things of that nature is up to date. If there happens to be an acute change, like let's say you may have either had a fall, you've had to go to the hospital, or you're just noticing that you're having more challenges, perhaps it might be with memory, then the social worker is also there to help guide you through that process as well.
And you also have Channel 6?
We have Channel 6.
Within your jurisdiction?
Yes, and they're doing a wonderful job, everything from programs such as VIM to, we also have numerous featured programs. They work very closely with all of the departments on campus, including community resources.
And you have other functions as well.
Yes, so I actually mentioned just a few moments ago community resources, and that's our department that really works on just the overall resident experience, whether it's activities and events that occur on campus, or whether it's providing support for individual resident-run groups. So community resources is there to make sure that our bulletin boards are up to date, to make sure that information is shared with the Village Bridge and with the Villager, really making sure that all of the aspects of communication for the residents, that everyone is aware of all of the wonderful events that occur on campus.
So you are a busy lady.
I am. We also have pastoral ministries. So they are here to help provide you with the spiritual support that you would need on campus, regardless of what your religious beliefs are. We also have our health center or health departments, such as hospice, home support, and certified home health. So the certified home health piece, when residents may have, again, as I mentioned before, an acute care change. Let's say you had a fall, you had to go out to the hospital. You may or may not go to Garden Ridge for rehab. In many situations, if you go to Garden Ridge for rehab, but you still need that extra support when you come home, that's our certified home health department, which consists of nurses, occupational therapists, physical therapists, speech and language pathologists, and a few of our home health aides. Let's say it's to the point where you didn't need to go to Garden Ridge, but you still need some additional assistance at home. There have been situations where residents have gone from the hospital directly to their apartments, and the physicians have recommended certified home health. Even after your home health services are over, if it's to a point where you still need assistance, let's say with meals, walking your animal, changing litter boxes.
Resident Life will do this?
Resident Life, that's our home support department. So everything from companions that are available to help you get around campus, that are available to help you go on doctor's appointments, to actually, if you need physical help, such as bathing and dressing, meal preparations, we have aides that are able to do that as well. So,
And also, I'm involved in the movies, and I know that my contact is with Resident Life.
yes, it is.
And I talked to my specific representative of your office, who is in this case Anita Garifo.
Yes.
It was Evelyn, but she left us, of course.
Yes, and that actually brings me, Bob, to my next announcement, which I'm very happy to announce that we did extend an offer to another community resources coordinator, and she did accept. So she was here on campus yesterday filling out her paperwork, so we should have a start date for her very soon. She has a great deal of experience in setting up events. She's actually been here a few times as a volunteer with our Earth Day that we do every year, our annual Earth Day. So she's familiar with Green Spring. So we're really, really excited
Is she
to
going
have her
to
here.
be in neighborhood too?
We're probably going to, yes, we're probably going to place her initially in neighborhood 2, just because that way she'll have additional support. She'll have myself, she'll have Beth there as well in case she has questions. So then Anita will probably move back over to neighborhood 3.
So what you're telling me is, Bob, once she sits in that chair, I, as far as the movies is concerned, should go in and give her a background of what I do and how I will be working with her.
Absolutely.
I'll look forward to it.
We're looking forward to her coming as well. I also have a few other just announcements.
Wow, wonderful. Let's hear those.
Okay, we have a couple of more events that are coming up before the end of this month. We do have on May 29th, the Entertainment Roundtable is presenting the Kramer Family Concert. So we really encourage residents to attend. That's going to be starting at 2:30 p.m. right here in the Village Square Theater.
In our theater?
In our theater, so we're really looking forward to that. I'm understanding that that's going to be a wonderful performance.
And this is a village, no, this is a Kramer.
The Kramer Family Concert.
Do you know anything about them? Are they playing instruments? Are they singing?
They are, I believe that they are playing instruments and singing as well. So, but no, I haven't had an opportunity to meet any of the group members. So, but my understanding is that they're very talented. We also have our senior prom that's going to be coming up.
Senior prom?
Our senior prom, yes.
Wow.
And I was told actually during coffee with the exec team that I should be there to make sure that many of our residents are not wearing dresses that are too short. So I will certainly make every effort to be there to make sure that the dresses are the proper length.
You're going to be the chaperone.
Absolutely. I plan on chaperoning. Absolutely. I'll have to make sure, of course, my dress isn't too short either.
But the senior prom, now when is this going to come up?
That's going to be June 10th, and that's going to be from 7:30 to 9:30 at the Hunters Crossing Conference Center.
Oh,
So we're
that
really
sounds like
looking
it's going
forward
to
to
be a lot of
that.
fun.
We are looking forward to it.
Any food involved, or drinks, or snacks, or
I believe that there will be snacks, yes, not to the point of
music,
course,
obviously.
absolutely music and
Live?
wonderful. I'll have to find out from Anita. I know that she's really
But there will be
taking.
music.
There will definitely be music and wonderful decorations.
So if people want to get up and dance,
There is plenty of room. That's why we're having it in the conference center. Yes.
but they can't dance too close together, is that right?
Well, I'm okay as long as, like I said, I'll be chaperoning, so, they'll have to be the proper distance.
Oh,
yes.
that's wonderful. So the prom's coming up on June the 10th.
Yes.
And what other
We also,
announcements do you have?
it's a little bit further along, but we are looking forward to our village fair. And that's an annual event where residents have an opportunity to come and to learn more about the various groups that we have here on campus. I believe at last count, Bob, we are at 213 individually run groups by our residents. So there will be many of the groups will be featured during that time, and new residents are certainly welcome to come and hear information about those groups. So we're looking forward to that. So that's going to be June 30th.
You know, you touched on 230 various
13.
endeavors, if you will, which tells me that if a new resident comes in, he or she must have an interest somewhere along the line within the 213 realm, if you will.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
there's something for everybody.
There is something for everyone, and the wonderful thing about one of the departments that falls under resident life, going back to community resources, is that if a resident does have an interest in something and we don't currently have representation of that on campus, that team is very willing to provide support in starting a group such as that. So if you find something that we may have missed in the 213 groups that we currently have, then we have no problem moving to 214.
Yeah,
So
sure.
we'll certainly help them get started.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
Okay, there's a question that I have,
Certainly.
or a statement, I should say. With all of these responsibilities that you have, and you have described them here, if somebody wants to come and see you and chat with you about possibly inaugurating a new endeavor, where would they go?
They can come to Village Square. My office is directly across from the Village store, and my door is always open.
Oh, that's nice.
If for some reason I'm not there, please don't hesitate to give me a call. I will get right back to you, or you can certainly leave a message with my administrative assistant, Beth.
Well, I thank you very much.
Of course.
Pamela Sutton, Director of Resident Life, you have been full of good information this morning, and we all appreciate your coming here this morning. I want to thank you for taking time out to come over and chat with us.
It's been my pleasure.
And now we're going to have a short roll-in. May we have that, please?